What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I just literally finished another 11 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, a perfect book. It was freaking amazing. It was the first Star Trek I booked that was in first person, and it was Star Trek Dreadnought by Diane Carey. I think her name is Diane Duane now, but that I could be totally wrong on that. This book was just an amazing piece of work. It just blew my mind. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. How there's another 11 out of 10 book on the list this month blows my mind. Star Trek hasn't let me down yet. I don't even know how many Star Trek books I've read so far. This is like number 9 or 10 maybe. I don't know. I do know when I get to like 15 though, I'm gonna do my top 4, top 5, something like that. Let me know in the comments. This book, you're following Lieutenant Piper, a young, basically coming up in the ranks. She's coming up, and her Vulcan, they're not friends really, but they know each other. His name's Spalda. Anyways, they're going on the Enterprise to follow them to they're just basically they're training, learning, doing stuff like that, like an ensign. But where they end up coming across, they're heading towards this giant ship built, the Dreadnought. You know, it's called the Star Empire or something. And when they get there, they find this other group of ships commanded by this dude named Rittenhouse, who's basically wanting to unite all the galaxies, all the different species of peoples and things like that, and kind of be like a sole dictator. And that's happened before in Star Trek history. You know, if you do the World War III, and then like the time frame, I believe it's Khan, when Khan comes from the eugenic wars, you know, it doesn't work out what he wants to do. Like it's basically like a soft dictatorship, but that kind of stuff doesn't work out. And Piper sees right through it. Basically, Kirk does too. Basically, what you're getting with the character of Piper is a female version of Kirk. And I would really hope, I don't think there's any other books with her. I'm sure somebody would have told me if there was, but if anybody has the know-how to tell one of these modern Star Trek authors, let us get another original series book or something, a spin-off or something with Lieutenant Piper. The character work with her in this book was amazing. Being in the first person, her trials and errors and what she's going through emotionally. The character building was insanely good. It was top notch. I couldn't believe it. And as she's getting called a terrorist because there's people on the Star Empire ship, somebody that she used to be in a relationship with, that used her bio code because they could only trust her. They didn't know who else to trust. They knew Kirk was a good guy and they trusted Kirk. But the way the foreshadowing happens and how Kirk and Piper see through all the basically your antagonist's guises, it's just, I mean, it's a perfect book. I just can't say enough about it. Look, it was even so good, I came across a piece of literature in here. I'm gonna call it that, literature, because it's just such a good piece of work here. And Sarda, I said Spalda. What is that? Is that One Piece? Anyway, Sarda's the Vulcan's name. He's speaking here. And he says, there is no such thing as common good. The only good is in what the individual finds best for himself. If he does no harm in his practice, why would others seek to control him? And that's basically saying let people be free to do what they want. And even now, it hits home on so many different levels. And like the emotions that she's going through and some of the other characters are going through, like especially when you hear Marit's backstory, it's brief, but man, it's intense. It's just, I'm going to keep this review short because the book is short. I mean, if I would have sat down, I could have been done in 3 hours. But I spread it out because I've went through more than I was plan on going through in December. Lots of Star Trek read. I'm going to start January with lots of Star Wars. But anyways, I just couldn't believe how good this book turned out to be. It's hard to just another 11 out of 10. And I just, the whole premise following Lieutenant Piper, she's stationed on Kirk's ship on her first training cruise. But she finds out that her old friends might be terrorists. That's basically the premise. And she goes from there, and how they end up at the end, the final battle sequence. Oh man, it's so good. It just got me fired up. How Piper just ends up basically helping Kirk and the Enterprise take out these bad guys. And oh man, I just can't say enough. 11 out of 10. It was perfect. It was a great book, and especially for being in the first person. I'm not too into first person books often, but this one was done so well. It was kept short and sweet, and I just couldn't praise it enough. And the fact, and there was more than just that one little piece. I could have marked a few more. The author does a good job. I feel like she might be a tiny bit anti-religious, but I could be totally wrong. She could have just been using that for her character building in this book. But it doesn't matter if she is, because the book itself is great. And just that one quote that I tabbed right there just shows that this author must believe in people having the freedom to believe in what they want, do what they want, and that's fine and dandy. Even as somebody newfound to the faith as myself, I still feel like we live in a time period that even if you follow the Bible to heart, you got to realize that that thing was written 2,000 years ago. Let people do what they want. Let people be free to make their own choice. God gave us he gave us the ability of free will to choose to do what we want. So I'm not going to get preachy or anything, because I don't want to detract from how amazing this book was. Star Trek Dreadnought by Diane Carey. It was amazing. I don't know. Eventually, I feel like I'm going to get to a stinker, but I haven't got to one yet. So that's the video today, guys. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. If you've read this one, let me know what you think. If you haven't read it, read it now. It's short. You can finish it in a day. Later.